Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we will discuss about ethers. Okay, so at first we should know what is the classification of ethers. Well, when two similar kinds of alkyl or aryl groups are attached with oxygen atom, then they are known as simple ethers or symmetrical ethers. For example, CH3O CH3. So you can see that two similar kinds of alkyl groups are attached with oxygen atom, and the name is dimethyl ether. Okay, but if you write CH3O C2H5 or CH2CH3, then you can see that two alkyl groups are different from each other, which are attached with oxygen, so they are known as mixed ethers or unsymmetrical ethers. Okay, so what is the name of this ether? The name is ethyl methyl ether. Okay, now let's discuss about the preparation of ethers. So we will discuss about the dehydration reaction for the preparation of ethers. So whenever an alcohol molecule is treated with concentrated H2SO4 and the reaction medium is heated, we always get alkene along with the formation of water molecule. But if you take excess amount of alcohol, then what will happen? CH3CH2OH, and in reverse direction I am writing HOCH2CH3, and similar reaction condition I am using, then water molecule will be left from here, that means from two alcohol molecules. Okay, and we will have our desired product, that means ether, CH3CH2O CH2CH3, that means diethyl ether along with H2O. So by this type of reaction we can form diethyl ether. Okay, so now we will talk about its mechanism. So as I have told you that I have taken ethanol, so this is 1 degree alcohol. So the first step will be protonation of alcohol, because we are using concentrated acid, so H plus, so it will be protonated, and as a result we are getting protonated alcohol molecule. Okay, so in second step or the next step, what will happen? So excess alcohol we have used, so another alcohol molecule which is present in medium will react with this protonated alcohol and act as a nucleophile. Okay, and with this lone pairs of electrons present to oxygen atom, it can act as a nucleophile and it will attack to this carbon atom, and as a result OH2 plus will be liberated as a leaving group. Okay, so it follows SN2 reaction pathway, and we will have our product CH3 CH2 OH positive, because one lone pair of electron it has donated, so it has become positive. Then CH2 CH3 plus H2O, because OH2 plus was the leaving group. So this is the protonated ether we are having. In third step, what happens? You see, this protonated ether molecule reacts with another alcohol molecule present in medium, alcohol, that means one ethanol again. So with this lone pairs of electrons present to the oxygen atom, it takes out this proton, and the bonding electron pair it leaves towards oxygen atom, and we have our desired product, that means we are getting our ether, diethyl ether we are getting. CH3CH2O, CH2CH3 and CH3CH2OH2 plus, and this CH3CH2OH2 plus or protonated alcohol can enter to the second step directly. Okay, so this is all about the dehydration reaction mechanism with 1 degree alcohols. Now let's talk about this kind of reaction with 2 degree alcohols. So now I will take isopropyl alcohol. This is 2 degrees. So first step is same, that means protonation, CH3 whole twice, CHOH2 plus. You can see that SN2 reaction is not possible in this case because that central carbon atom has 2 bulky methyl groups, so backside attack with this one is not possible. So what will happen now? That is our question. So it can break this bond, okay, and water molecule will be liberated along with the formation of a 2 degree carbocation, that means this one, and water molecule which is left. Okay, this is 2 degree carbocation. Now this 2 degree carbocation can act as in two ways. That means SN1 reaction and E1 reaction. Okay, so if another molecule of isopropyl alcohol will react as a nucleophile with this lone pairs of electrons present to oxygen atom, it can attack this carbocation, and by subsequent deprotonation we can have CH3 whole twice CHO CH3 whole twice, that means diisopropyl ether. Along with this we will have elimination product also, and we will write this CH3 as CH2 bond H for understanding. So this bond will break and this bonding electron pair will be left towards this positively charged carbon atom, and we will have our alkene. Okay, CH3 CH double bond CH2. So we are getting a mixture of products, that means this is diisopropyl ether and this one is propene. Okay, so we are getting mixture of products. So what will happen in case of 3 degree alcohols? Let's have a look. So I will take tertiary butanol, CH3 whole thrice COH. So first step is always same, that means protonation of alcohol. So you all know that SN2 reaction is impossible with this kind of substrate, so we will have a 3 degree carbocation with the liberation of water molecule. So tertiary carbocation will be formed like this. Okay, so this is 3 degree carbocation. So these 3 degree carbocations are reluctant towards any kind of substitution reaction due to the presence of bulky methyl groups, so they can undergo elimination reaction. So in E1 reaction we know that in first step a carbocation is formed. So I am writing this CH3 as CH2 bond H. So this bond will break and this bonding electron pair will be donated to the positively charged carbocation, and we will have our elimination product. Okay, so we are having 2-methyl propene as our product. So we can see that this kind of formation of ethers are very easy in case of 1 degree alcohols, because we are not getting any mixture of products, but in case of 2 degree alcohols we are getting mixture of products. That means along with the ether we are getting alkene, like we are getting propene here, and in case of 3 degree alcohols we are getting the elimination product okay, through E1 mechanism, and nearly exclusively we are getting that elimination product. So another limitation is also there in this type of dehydration kind of reaction mechanism, because if you want to form any unsymmetrical ethers, so you have to take two types of alcohols. So ROH and R-OH I am taking, and as a result we will have a mixture of products. One symmetrical ether with only R, one unsymmetrical ether which is our desired product, and another one with R dash alkyl group. Okay, so mixture of products we are getting. So this is not prepared by this kind of method. So in my next video I'll be talking about another kinds of reactions by which we can prepare ethers. Okay, so in my next video I'll be talking about Williamson synthesis. So if you have any confusion about this topic, you can ask me in the comment section below, and if you have not subscribed yet, so please subscribe, and of course hit the bell icon to get notification of my new videos on my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.